What is up, everybody? Zach from Redwood Chronicles. Got the Mosko Moto 10th year anniversary desert tan color stuff in today for the 701. So let's go ahead and get this open and check it out. Alright guys, so just to go over what we got here, we got the Pico Tank Bag, as well as the Navigator Pocket. This can go on here or on here. Folds up, you can stick a cell phone in there, some maps. Got the Nomax Tank Bag. Admittedly, this does look a little big for the 701. We'll see how it lines up on there, but might do something different with that. 2 Aux Poxes to go with the pannier racks. These are the staggered ones, so they're the 25 and the 35. Even it out on the exhaust so they stick out the same distance. And then we got the Scout Duffle. Like everything else from Mosko Moto, this stuff just looks super strong, super well built, super sturdy. So I'm excited to get this stuff on the bike. So this is the Pico Tank Bag. Pretty simple tank bag, nice and small. Straps on super easy, comes on and off the bike super easy. I actually have one of these in a different color on the bike already. I like these a lot for just your average day-to-day stuff. Next, we got the Navigator Pocket. I kind of talked about it earlier, but you can stick your phone in here, maps in here, and then the flaps can completely come off if it's a dry day, or if it's a wet day, you want a little bit of extra protection, you can clamp that on there. And yeah, it's just a nice little feature that with the MOLLE webbing can hook to any tank bag, whether it be the Pico that I got or the Nomax Tank Bag. Let's open this guy up and take a look at it. So we got this nice big front pocket with a lot of other little pockets. Got some spots for some pens and maybe some other things in there. I also think that this does fit two of the MSR fuel cans, so that can just go onto there and clip on. So that's good to know. The smaller ones might fit in there a little bit better. One of these smaller guys here, those would probably be a better option, but you could fit the big ones in there if you really wanted to. So yeah, just plenty of storage in there. Looks like a radio pocket here. It's got a hole for an antenna to come out. Well thought out. Open up these guys in here. Some nice MOLLE straps in here. You could secure phone cords or any type of cord or stuff like that in here for sure. A couple separate pockets here. It looks like what is a sunglass pocket right here. Next pocket down should be the big pocket. Got a nice big pocket right here for storage. Another pocket right here for storage. And down here it looks like to be some type of rain fly. So comes with a nice rain fly. It's actually got a clear thing, so if you were to have this Navigator pocket on the front, you could still see through it and it would be even more waterproof, or water resistant rather. Not too bad to stuff back in there. And then on the back should be the hydration pocket here, hydration pouch. So you got a nice 2 liter. Got a nice 2 liter pouch here. That's a good bit of water to carry. I used to like Camelbacks better, but I really do like these new wide mouth ones where you can just oh, I can't say I've ever had to peel that out before on one of these. I have my Dekind backpacks have that as well, but if that happens, just so you know, you gotta peel it out. And there's actually one more pocket right here. I think it's just, it's not necessarily a pocket. Just to expand the stretch of the bag in case you're stuffing a bunch of stuff in there. Keeps it a little bit tighter when you don't have it stuffed full. Next we'll go on to the Aux Poxes. These are really just a basic mount. And then you got a little 5-liter dry bag here that goes inside there. They also advertise with these. Back to the fuel cans, but you can get 2 of these in here, which that's honestly the main reason I wanted these, is for that right there. They also make a little hydration bladder that you can stuff in here and fill up, and then the spigot comes out right at the bottom there, which is pretty cool. All right, next we'll move on to the Scout Duffle. This is the 50-liter one. It is huge, which is exactly what we wanted. So really, guys, it's just a big dry bag duffel bag. Plenty of connection points on the ends. Got straps here. Turn it into a backpack. And it looks like those just flip, so that's pretty quick to turn that into a backpack. This big old strap will just go onto here. So you can see that will just fold over the top and then clasp down. It's also big enough that you could put another bag or something on top. Got some nice extra pockets right here. All right, and then so next we have the pannier racks. I got the offset, so the 25 and the 35. These things are really cool. Got a big old front pocket here, and then just inside, massive amount of storage. A mounting system on the back. It's nice and hard. All right, guys. So to put on the pannier racks, the first thing you're gonna want to do is make sure all these screws are tight. Mosko tells you in the instructions that they may come loose, so we'll tighten those down. And the next thing we're going to do is take the plate off. So we need to pull this. This is the lock over here that unlocks it. And then we'll need to slide this middle part out. So it's kind of difficult. It's easy when it's on the bike. It's kind of difficult when it's not on the bike. So I found if you get in here with a little screwdriver up top carefully, you kind of pry it out a little bit. And then once you get it to a certain point where you can get your fingers up front here and use the handle, you can pop it off. So I have the X-frame on my Outback Motortech rack, so we need to pull this guy off. So then the way this all mounts is you have these little metal things and the 2 screws. Those are going to go through. And then this here will go around the rack and tighten up, and you want to make sure you tighten it evenly. Found the best way to do it is take the plate and the one screw, stick it through there, take one of the metal things and just start it. Then take another screw through the bottom of that metal plate, start that one. And just repeat the process for all the spots. Alright, then Mosko Moto warns you against all this stuff needs to be hand tight, so I'm not going to tighten it up with these, but just get them closer. Alright, then we'll snug it down all the way. I did find that I think for the 701 you want it up as much as it can go. So we'll go ahead and tighten these down by hand now. Again, make sure they stay even. Alright, so this is kind of what your bracket should look like in the back. You got your two blue things, all even, and then that plate and those screws there. So that's what it looks like. Honestly, you need to move it forward a little bit. Alright, then once you have the plate where you want it, you'll just slide the bag on. Lock it into place. And then next thing we'll go ahead and install the Aux Pox. So you can see these holes right here. This is going to go on the inside. So you'll start out by pulling out your dry bag. And then if you can kind of see right here, there's a little Velcro thing that gives you that, and then these silver guys will go in there and Velcro will go over it. Now to get them on, to screw them on, you kind of need the Velcro on there. So put all the silver things in there and then Velcro them up, and then we'll get the bag on. Alright, so this is what you should have now, the silver things poking out. And then you take the Aux Pox, pull the dry bag out. You can see there's these holes right here, and then these little screws are going to go through the holes and then get tightened down into those silver things. Alright, now we'll go ahead and snug those down a little bit. Just hand tight. Remember, it's just fabric holding these on. There you have it, and that's the Aux Pox installed. I think realistically, one of the Aux Poxes will be occupied by some fuel bottle. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and install the Nomax Tank Bag. I already have the Mosko Moto set up on my bike for the tank bags, as I had the Pico bag before. But this here is what it will come with. And basically you're just going to wrap this down and around like this one's wrapped. Comes up the other side and holds here. Mosko gives you this this strap right here. I wasn't the biggest fan personally. I got some like rubber cable ties and they hold it together just fine, so when you disconnect the bag it doesn't fall off. Then down here on the lower part of the bike, you'll go ahead and put these on with a zip tie. You can see how it's zip tied there, and then the bag will connect to that. So this is one of my favorite things about Mosko's tank bags, is they're all interchangeable. So all I gotta do to put the Nomax bag on clip on. The clips that are already here. And cinch down these straps. This is my first time putting this on. So I was a little worried this is going to be a little big, but it's definitely on the bigger side. But I don't think it's going to mess with my riding position at all. So it's definitely bigger, but that's its goal. It's also why we got the Pico bag for normal day-to-day stuff. Let's cut the excess off this strap here. Take a lighter. Burn all that so it doesn't fray. And once that cools off a little bit, we'll be able to just Velcro that all the way down. And then this strap. To get the Pico bag on, it'd just be the same thing. Just undo the clips, put them on there. That's that. Alright, well I just got back from a ride with all the luggage on there. Really like the way it feels, nothing's in the way. I was originally worried about the Nomax Tank Bag. Thought it might be a little big. You are up into it a little bit on the 701, but it's honestly kind of nice. It almost gives your legs more something to grab onto, at least in me with my long legs. All these guys are super solid. I'm super happy with the way it turned out, super happy with the way it looks. Everything was super stable. Couldn't feel anything moving back there. Granted, I don't have a bunch of weight in there right now, but overall, I'm super happy. So that's the install of the Mosko Moto luggage stuff that I'm doing on the 701. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe if you're installing it, it helps you out. It's pretty easy. But all in all, solid product. Super happy. Love the color. Have a good one, guys.